Good afternoon, my name is Matt Loomis. I'm here making a video for a broader view. I'm here in Cusco, Peru. I volunteered for 2 weeks at a local kindergarten. It's something that I've wanted to do forever, many years, and the opportunity presented itself. It was kind of a short notice thing. I did not prepare a whole lot for it, but you only live once, and the opportunity was there, and I felt the need to jump on it. And I absolutely do not regret doing it. I've had a wonderful experience here in Cusco, and my hope is that this video will maybe convince you to do the exact same thing. Briefly, my background is education and training. I'm a senior manager with a large accounting firm based out of Washington, D.C. I work with a tenant organization of about 20 different mobile instructors based out of Montgomery, Alabama. I spend 6 months out of every year traveling all over the world. I have done so for the last 9 years of my life. Traveling is not new for me. The difference with a broader view is that in the past I've traveled and I've always stuck within my comfort zone, stuck within the tourist areas, stuck within the areas that are friendly to English-speaking tourists. Cusco allowed me to really embrace the culture and really kind of submerge myself into the Peruvian culture, which is something that I can't say that I've ever done, and it's been an absolutely wonderful experience for me. I chose a broader view after much research with several different volunteer organizations. What I found is that many of the other organizations, they house you in their own facilities, which of course means they have higher overhead, and of course it means that their program fees are significantly more expensive. And while money wasn't necessarily a huge consideration for me, I felt like many of the other organizations were capitalizing off the generosity of some of the volunteers rather than simply keeping the program fees appropriate to where they should be. So that's why I chose a broader view, and I don't regret the decision at all. The experience has been really great, both with my program coordinator, both with my host family. They welcomed me with open arms, and the experience has really been one of the best of my life. It really has. So again, I worked with a kindergarten for the last 2 weeks. My only regret is that I couldn't spend more time, but I mean, we all have to work, so so I've got to go back home here shortly. But I think I'm going to do this again here shortly, and I have a 19-year-old daughter that I think I'm going to try and convince to do the exact same thing. I think it'd be a great experience for her as well. The kindergarten experience was fantastic. The language barrier, of course, was there. My Spanish is not the greatest, but I've learned quite a bit since I've been here. I regret not learning a little bit more before I came. But again, the Peruvian culture, the Peruvian people have been so welcoming and so accepting of me. I really can't complain. So some of the best experiences I had with the kindergarten, recently there was a celebration for the Virgin Carmen, and they dressed me up in traditional Peruvian celebratory garb and paraded me through the streets, and it definitely took me out of my comfort zone, but it ended up to be a hugely rewarding experience, and I really enjoyed it. The kids were great, the teachers were great. It never ceases to amaze me the passion, if you will, of the Peruvian people. Everything is worth celebrating. They have such a welcoming environment. It's unbelievable, and it's very difficult to explain unless you've actually been here. I did get a chance to explore the area a little bit while I was here as well. I did go to Machu Picchu, which was a great experience. It is a huge tourist destination, which admittedly was a little bit frustrating, but doesn't change the fact that it was still an amazing experience, and I really enjoyed it. I did get a chance to explore Cusco. It's a beautiful city. I have had plenty of time to do some exploring on my own, to do some shopping, to eat some of the Peruvian food, which is amazing. The nightlife in Cusco is amazing. It's definitely very welcoming. So what I would recommend if you choose to volunteer in Cusco is come and see the tourist sites and do the tourist thing, but also submerge yourself into the culture like I did. It really was a rewarding experience, and I look forward to doing it again. So hopefully this helps, and thanks for listening. you.